Hey guys, welcome to Rosie's Dessert Spot. In this tutorial, I'll be demonstrating how to create this pretty white floral arched cake. It's a 6-inch cake that I've used. I've already pre-crumb coated and stacked it. I'll link above a video where you can see that demonstration. You're gonna go with some blue buttercream, and I've tinted this with some gel food color, and I've used a hybrid buttercream also linked in the description below and in the eye above. Create a thick coat around all the cake, and then go around with a bench scraper to smooth down the frosting. If you do find any spaces as you go, you can fill those in. I tend to find the longer you work with your buttercream, the more kind of imperfections you get, so you do want to work quickly, especially on cold days. Next is to remove that lip of frosting from the top, so bring that into the middle and overlap where you left off as well. Just creates a bit more of a sharper edge, a bit neater as well. Then I'm taking a spatula, starting in the middle and keeping it in the same position while I turn my turntable. As I turn, I'm bringing that spatula closer and closer towards myself to create that cool little swirl pattern. If you reach the very edge, try not to touch it, otherwise you'll get like a weird bulge in the side of your cake at the very top. If you do get that, then just scrape it down again. Here I've got some hybrid buttercream, added in some powdered sugar just to make it stiffer. You'll notice when you want to use the Russian piping tips, it's much easier to use stiff buttercream. If you don't want that added sweetness, you can pop it into the fridge to let it set a little bit. That should also do the trick. Create a row of white Russian piping tip roses around the whole base of the cake. Then add 2 in between. I kind of skipped 1, so I had a bit of space. And this is what kept my arches looking more or less consistent. Once you have 2, add 1 on the very top to create a triangle look. I went in and I added some edible gold driggies. These are 2mm, just for an extra bit of interest. You can go without them. You could add sprinkles instead, but because this is only like a 2-toned style cake, I didn't want to add too much detail. In I go with a number 8 piping tip, so a round piping tip with some light blue frosting. Can't really tell on camera, but it is a shade of light blue just to give it a bit more interest and to keep the tones neutral. I went in and I added it at the very bottom, in between where you can see to the cake, between the flowers, and also the very top to make it more arch-like. You can use these to create more of a neater arched shape as well. Gone in with a smaller piping tip again in circle over those dollops to create the little buds. And then as a finishing touch, I have another 67 piping tip, and this is just to create the pretty little leaves. I tried to stick with the pastel color, so I made it very light green. And you're done. Thanks guys for watching today. I hope you enjoyed this cake tutorial and give it a go. And if you do, hashtag Rosie's Dessert Spot so I can see it as well. I'll catch you guys again next week. Sorry I couldn't feature in this actual video, but I will be there in the next one. Bye for now.